Hey, my lovely Capricorns. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your 2nd July reading. Woo! It has been a week. I hope you guys enjoyed your eclipse. This was a lunar eclipse in your sign. I bet you all felt it. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It is going to be timeless. We all know time is an illusion, so no matter when you find it, whether it's this July, next July, September, August, 2030, who cares? The message will be just as relevant for you that day as it is the day we're filming. I only ask, because this is a general reading, that you only take what resonates. If there are parts of the messages that don't vibe, don't fit your situation, that part's not for you. Leave it on the table. Take everything else. With that said, now that I'm doing these a little more frequently, I don't want to pick the same theme over and over again. So I really want to focus this particular reading on the aftermath of the eclipse. We're officially out of eclipse season. We've had our third and final eclipse for the summer. We're not out of the energy. We'll have the energy for a good, 6 months. Some of you will see results then. Some of you might see them sooner. Just depends where you are, how open you are, how receptive you are, all that fun stuff. And again, what I'm about to say may change depending on your rising, because depending what your rising is, you'll have different signs ruling different houses. So your Capricorn could be in a completely different place other than your first house, which it probably is. But generally speaking, lots of Capricorns. What you are kind of dealing with this eclipse really has a lot to do with shedding this old sense of self. And, I almost want to say it's like a, is it a moth? Or like an insect that's molting. Like you're shedding your old skin and expanding and pushing further and reaching new heights, new levels. So I really want to explore that and see what is coming for you, or what guidance we have for you to help that process as you continue to grow and evolve. Whoa! Hold on, that sucker came flying. Alright, so we're going to take both of these. Take you. Someone went for a ride. Hold on a moment. There we go. Alright. Let me just get situated again. Alright, so Capricorn, what we... Oh. I knew this was going to be a big reading. Alright, let's get into this. Look who showed up. And mind you, she leapt out of this deck. She could not wait to get into your reading. Goddess Isis, magic manifesting. Hell yes, Capricorn. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Beautiful. I don't know why this camera won't focus on her. She just can't handle her. Just can't handle her. Look at her. Take it in. I love it. Magic manifesting. And I always see Isis as a powerful goddess of magic. I will say I wasn't always that way. Not that I ever saw her as anything but I just, didn't know enough, to really channel that. But the more I've learned about, what a powerful figure. Full of strength and compassion and devotion. If you want someone on your side, bam, this is a good one. Hey, I love this. I love this even more. So you also have Charity here with you. Hopefully it will focus a little better. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Prayer and contemplation. So a lot of reflection, a lot of introspection. We're coming out of, well, we're not even coming out. We still got a whole bunch of retrogrades going on. We are coming out of Mercury retrograde. Venus went direct. We've got planets doing a whole bunch of things. Prompt here reads, connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. And guess who you're asking? This bad bitch over here. Yes! Love. Oh my god, so much good juju to kick off your reading. So here we clearly can see things becoming tangible, coming out of the ethereal, coming into the physical, leaving the 5D, entering the 3D, so we can experience it, feel it, touch it, sense it, love. Now, to help that along, this is where we connect to this energy, right? Through prayer, contemplation. For some of you, it could be meditation, if that's a practice you do. And, and I'm throwing this out there. Meditation doesn't have to be, I sat on a pillow surrounded by crystals and said Om for 15 minutes. People meditate in all kinds of ways. I definitely love Osho and his whole teachings about, you can meditate doing anything. He believed you can meditate during sex. Why not? It's about being present, right? And being really, really in this moment and experiencing everything and not, living the past, thinking too far ahead. Like, be present, be fully here in this moment and be sensing what's going on, what's happening, what are you receiving, what are you sending out, right? And literally the last prompt is ask and you shall receive. So what are you asking for? This may be a good time to take an assessment of your actions. Before we get into the tarot, I'm just throwing out whatever I'm getting off these cards. But it may be a good time to really consider what you're doing and what that's translating out, right? Because some of that may be part of the new you, right? I talked about shedding and molting, and you're becoming this new version. So some of these actions may be in alignment with the new you as you emerge and grow. Some of them may be part of the old, and you need to kind of consider what's blocking some of this manifestation. There may be energies that are holding on to the old that, it's time for me to release, or, they're keeping me lower, they're keeping me at a lower vibration than where I could be, right? So it could go either way. You have to kind of feel it out and see what applies to you. I'm just throwing it out there so that we all are aware of what's going on. Especially with this eclipse being in your sign. And remember, it's a lunar eclipse, so it's resetting our emotional space. Especially the Capricorn moons that are watching this. Like, ooh. You definitely are in for some big emotional shifts. And when I say big, it doesn't have to be bad. They could be amazing. I'm just saying they're going to be significant. Significant. A lot of signs had a lot of karmic stuff that came up in this eclipse that needed to be released. Same in the solar eclipse that was in Cancer. And you and Cancer share an axis. So you guys definitely are getting, I don't want to say downloads, but you're experiencing big leaps in your growth and what is happening in your 3D. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Before we even cut cards, look at that. Temperance is the bottom of the deck. So all about divine timing. There may be some patience involved. I kind of always recognize that this card features the angel of patience, but it's all about divine timing, all those elements coming together. For you guys, I think, the cooking pot's almost done, right? But we're just waiting on some fated events to we're just waiting on some fated events to come through. Okay. First 4 cards, 3 majors and an ace. Oh, I told you this was going to be big. I told you. So, we've got the sun here. Power, optimism, vitality, energy, blessings. Now, I will say what I think is more important with the sun. Yes, it's a positive card of, having the energy and getting all these wonderful manifestations. But I think the sun is, I keep thinking of, you guys as Capricorns, having a Capricorn sun. This is indicative of your energy. This is your reset. And remember, and I'm kind of automatically putting Capricorn in your first house, which is not going to be the case for most of you. But to me, the sun is coming up with the sense of self. Your identity is changing. Your identity is shifting, right? Whether you're consciously doing it or not, it's happening anyway. So it's not something you have to worry about, and obviously it's the sun. It's definitely not something you have to be worried about. But know that you are evolving. You are fully evolving. Some of you, this may be rough. There may be some type of rude awakening that happens in this shift, because you also have the tower here. Now, is the tower painful? Usually is. Is it shocking? Most likely. Is it going to be painful forever? No. We're already leading with the sun, so we know it's going to be good. But remember, the tower is always trying to destroy the things that hold us back. We talked about that before we pulled the tarot, right? Some of us have some old beliefs or old patterns of behavior, or it might even just be, behavior that, may be a lower vibe, may rub some people the wrong way, may make people perceive you in a certain light that we don't want, right? And it doesn't even mean that the intention behind it was bad, right? Because perception is reality. to most people, right? Because that's all they see. They don't know what the inner workings are. So for some reason, I just want to say, be cautious of that. Even if you're doing something without ill intent, be aware of how it could be read or perceived, right? Because that may be something that needs to shift, and that may be something that comes around to bite you in the butt again. And remember, it's going to bite you in the butt, but that doesn't mean you can't correct it and fix it. It's not like an end-all be-all. We've still got this sun on our side. But something may come out of the blue that just kind of shocks the system. That's okay. Be humble, take it, process it, we'll let it go. But look what comes after. Ace of Cups. Now, yes, completely beautiful romantic card. Speaks about love. In this particular reading, especially what I'm looking at now, we're going to pull up a row of clarifiers, so we'll get a little more info on this. But what I'm seeing here off of this is really about self-love. It's really about self-love because, again, you're becoming a new person. So it's really about honoring and celebrating this new version of you. For some of you where this tower shakes things to the ground, you kind of have to kind of love yourself through that healing process, right? And that's how we do it, through self-love and acceptance. And we'll take some humility and be like, you know what? I could have done that better. That was a little messed up on my part, but you know what? I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean it. What can I do to fix it? How can I make this better? Because I want to be a partner with you. I want to, fill in the blanks, whatever the situation is. But this I feel as a very self-love type of moment. You can kind of even see that this cup, I'm not saying it's empty, but it's not full. You can kind of see inside of the, if we'll focus, come on camera, you can do it. You can see in there, it's not full up to the brim. So I think there's a little space in here, Capricorn, for you to put, a little water in your cup, to fill it up a little bit, right? There's a little space to grow, which is fine. Everyone's got a little space, right? We just want your cup to runneth over. And then High Priestess. Beautiful card. It's a very intuitive card, right? All about listening to that inner self. And I think this is because, again, your outer self shifting, changing, your reality shifting, changing. Things are coming in, blessings are coming in, manifestations are appearing around you. So outside, lots of shifts, right? So where you want to focus is on the inside, because obviously the outside's kind of taken care of. But it's who are you? So a lot of you, probably, we talked about meditation already too, a lot of you probably are going to have to turn inwards to really assess, who am I becoming? What do I want to do? How do I want to perceive? What role do I want to play in my surroundings? And for those of you who have some healing to do here after the tower, that's really where this comes in, to really self-assess. Be like, okay, so what part of this do I want to keep and what parts do I need to shift, right? Hey, all right. Beautiful. Oh, that could not be better. That could not be better. I know you can't really see this Temperance card, but you know he's here. So, got the totter. Oh, Lord. Can't speak. You have the Daughter of Pentacles clarifying the Sun. This is potential growth. Like, sky's the limit here, right? And again, it's about what you make it. But this is the, I always call this the dirt card. This is that, not only the seed being planted, this is just speaking to the potential. This is what's happening. You are growing. You are expanding. You are evolving, right? And then we have another ace. You had the Ace of Cups already. Now you have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Tower. So this Tower, huge catalyst. Most times, Tower just kind of destroys things and leaves you to repair and rebuild in a correct way. It just removes the obstacle. This Tower, again, it's more of a catalyst. It's, yes, something's going to be shaken out, something will be brought to your attention, but it's something you can, like, literally action right away, right? So don't think, oh my God, my whole world's going to end, I got the Tower. That's not the case. It's more of that sudden kind of rude awakening energy I'm getting off of the Tower in this reading. And again, it's to activate this magic wand. It's almost like a call to action in a way, right? And it's just snapping your attention to this thing. It's pulling all the focus from all these things that are shining and going on around you that are great and wonderful, and you should be excited about them. And it does this to pull your focus to this one thing, to correct it, whatever this is. And remember, it's going to be different for everyone. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, clarifying this Ace of Cups. We've got the Hierophant card coming in. So, this card is connected to Taurus. So, this could be about a Taurus coming in, or if you're with a Taurus. I think for majority, this is again that connection to spirit. We've talked about the inner self. We've talked about meditation. We've talked about the healing. To me, this is a card of, spirituality. Sometimes it's religion, depending what's going on. It is a card of commitment, and I think this is a commitment to yourself and to who you are and who you're becoming, and the practice of how do you nurture this new version of you. We have that parallel of the lightning bolt in the background as well. So to me, this catalyst sets off the Hierophant, right? This shift and change and opportunity for growth activates this spiritual healing, and it activates this spiritual wisdom. Part of that understanding has to do with how you love yourself and how you honor yourself, right? And then in the High Priestess, the Strength card, or on the High Priestess, not in the High Priestess. So another two cards that I think are linked very strongly for you, and both of them are these powerful cats. We've got a tiger, a white tiger, and a lion, right? So also another, really sweet pairing about, almost the strength of your beliefs and the strength in your identity and your intuition and trusting yourself, and also the strength that all things are going to be okay and that you have the capability and the power to conquer and to win without having to bully or be brash and be aggressive and assertive. You just know that you've got this. You know you can do this. What a place of power, but it's also a place of stillness that comes from this really activated shift. There's so much energy right in the middle of this card. We've got the Ace of Wands. Actually, we've got two aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Then you have this huge shift, an unsudden. That is not the word I wanted. What is unsudden? Whatever. But this sudden shift with this tower and this deep spiritual lesson with the Hierophant. Crazy active right here. But you walk in with this new sense of self. This is where we're growing, we're evolving. Huge catalyst that totally shifts your perspective. Coming out as this really centered and grounded and powerful individual. Huge. I told you guys are leveling up. Huge. Massive. Massive, massive, massive. Whew. Making me hot, Capricorn. I can't. So, huge growth. Biggest thing. Be aware, be on the lookout for this tower moment. Not because it's going to be scary or dangerous or painful, but because it's going to be, I want to say, earth-shattering. Because I think, again, it's not going to be some huge monument. I mean, I guess it could be. I shouldn't say that. It could be. But I think it's more about really opening your eyes. It really gives you a different sense of the world around you. And then from there, you kind of decide how you want to fit in there, or how you do fit in there. Because I think it's going to be a little bit of both. I think there's going to be some behaviors that you're like, oh my God, I love this. This lights me up. I want more of this. And there's also going to be some behaviors where like, oh shoot, I didn't realize that came off that way. Oh, I wish I was aware of that sooner. Which is fine. Don't even be hard on yourself for that. But now you are aware of it. How can we shift it? How can we empower ourselves, right? To go out and be this, bad jungle cat that we know we are. Or I should say rad jungle cat, not a bad jungle cat. This rad jungle cat. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, even look at that. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 8 cards. That's 6 if you count bottom of the deck. Majors. Huge shift for you. Huge. You and Cancers. Lit. Let me tell you. I love it. And I will say, I think where the difference is for your axis, Cancers had a really powerful reading, but they were getting a lot of support, whether it be spiritual or from friends or whatever. There was a lot of energy coming in for them, where I think for you guys, a lot of the support you're getting is really to activate and trigger yourself. So, but both very powerful. That's one thing you're going to share with Cancers as we move through the rest of this year. But super exciting. Ooh, I love this, Capricorn. All right. On that note, I'm going to let you go. But as always, thank you for coming, supporting the channel. I appreciate all your likes and your comments. Also, if you're not subscribed, please hit that big red subscribe button somewhere down there. Join our happy little family, especially if you enjoyed this reading. My goal is that we're doing this every single week. We get together. I did post the new Timeless Tuesday. Actually, I posted Tuesday morning, so I'm filming this on Tuesday, so it's up already now. When you are watching this, if you haven't checked that out, go and check it out. It's just a fun reading. We don't really have any structure to it. We just kind of chat and pull cards and see what pops up and talk about it. It's a thing. Brand new for this channel, so if you have thoughts or things you want to see as we continue to grow, let me know. Hit me up there. Until then, sending you my love, sending you light. Take care. Wishing you the best. Stay safe and sane as our world continues to do weird, crazy things. But look forward to all this wonderful abundance coming your way and all this growth. Take care, Capricorn. I'll see you in your next video. Bye.